Hi guys, my name is Kiera, also known as Hobo Kiki, and today we're in my Hobonichi cousin, my baby, my pride and joy. For this video, we're actually going to do something a little bit more chill. You've already seen the planning videos. If you have not, please feel free to watch the planning videos set up for this week. But I am going to use some of these extra pages that I have. As you can see, it's not basically the right day in my Hobonichi cousin, and that's because some days I do put 2 days on one page or 3 days on one page. If you watched my April flip through video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it in the description so you can understand a little bit better what I'm talking about. But basically, I have, we'll say, extra pages now. And I thought the best way to get some use out of these extra pages would be to use them as like sketchbook pages. So this is another sketchy Saturday video, a little bit more so on the chill side. We're just going to draw, not really talk about anything planner related, just going to sketch. As you guys know, I am a little bit of an artsy fartsy gal, and I used to be an artist. I know people hate it when I say used to be an artist because they're like, you still got it, girl. And it's like they're right. But also it's like I know because I have not been drawing every day like I used to, that my skill set has dramatically took a turn for the worse. So it's like I just got to get myself back up there. So what better way than to practice? So this video, usually every video that I post on Saturday will be a sketchy Saturday video, meaning not planner related. We're just going to sketch. And I understand that this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I don't take any offense to that at all. I do understand this is a planner channel. For the ones that are here, thank you. I appreciate the support. Or maybe you're just here because you're curious of the drawing. So again, thank you in either way. This video will be sketching, like, I guess, my rendition or my ode to Mother's Day. As you guys know, Mother's Day is tomorrow. So I am going to post this video up a little bit later on Saturday because I sketched it in the morning and then I went and did something to celebrate Mother's Day for myself and for my mom and with my kids. So of course I didn't have time to edit and put it up there. Sorry if you hear a truck. You know, the truck's like coming in and out of this area. Okay, I stopped recording and allowed it to go by so you did not have to deal with that obnoxious sound the whole video. So, yeah, I'm drawing, like, again, a little ode to Mother's Day. I am using a picture of Cardi B. I think this may have been when she was first pregnant. I don't remember, but I do know I just loved the picture. I think it was beautiful, and I don't know, it was just so graceful and so like precious. And that's kind of what I wanted to depict in this drawing. Just the love of a woman and like celebrating what beauty can come out of a woman's body, that a woman's body can even produce life. So that's kind of what I wanted to show here, how how beautiful it is that we women can create life with our bodies. So that's what we're doing. So I'm mostly using that photo for reference. That photo was basically just to get like the body positioning. You'll notice that I tilted her head a little bit more, and then she's not going to have the long nails or the jewelry or the long hair because, not that I have anything against Cardi, I really try not to have any qualms against people that I don't personally know. And even if I personally know you, I try not to hold on to anger, even if I'm done wrong, for my sake, not for your sake, just for my sake. But that's me going off on a random tangent. What I'm trying to say is, I don't have nothing against the girl. I just did not want to draw Cardi B specifically. I wanted this to be like, just like any woman, just like a general woman celebrating her body. So that's all it is. And usually when I am using reference pictures, I try not to copy it like verbatim, unless like I'm doing an exercise in which I'm trying to hone my realistic skills. So typically I will always change something to make it a new image. Hopefully that makes sense. If you notice, this piece comes together rather quickly, even surprisingly so for me. Well, for what I call quick for someone who hasn't really been drawing like that, because I just blocked everything out with shapes. And once I did that, I kind of did something that they actually don't recommend, which is I go, I draw really darkly. And in school, they kind of teach you like to keep everything light, loose, and sketchy until like you're really ready. But when I'm sketching, I like to go dark because I like to kind of like carve in the image. So although I'm using a pencil to sketch, it feels more so like I'm working with clay. So I may be going in dark. Picture like me drawing darkly is me removing clay pieces. Does that make sense? That's how I visualize it in my head. And I know I know you guys that sometimes I get to talking and you're like, what the hell are you talking about here? I know my mind is an enigma even for myself. So just hopefully that visual can like help you understand why it is I draw darkly when I'm sketching. So I did put her in a box to kind of like anchor her on the page a little bit more and to like have her break out as well. So she's in the box, but she's also breaking out of the box. And I love it. I love how that looks. Then I do begin to draw a shield in the background. That's what you're seeing me do here. I'm counting out the squares so I can divide it in half and have like an even spacing for my shield drawing. But that doesn't stay. So I actually was listening to Beyonce's Protector. I think that's the song. Y'all know the song with Remy, her daughter, her youngest daughter. I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. And I don't know, it's a sweet song, and so that was giving me like the image of kind of like this woman that's a knight that protects her baby. Like that's what was going on in my head. But then it was like, did I really want to do that right now? And I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that right now. So I did go ahead and delete the shield, and that's where like the flowers come in and get everything looking the way that I want it to look at the end. But that's a good song too. Oh, and sidetracking just for a second here. Blue Ivy, she's so cute on that stage. I'm like, oh, because you saw the difference. I actually went to the Renaissance tour when it was in my state, and I saw Beyonce in blue, and I could just say that she definitely improved, and she looks happy up there. That's like, as a mom, like that just, it makes me happy to know that little girl just looks so happy. Hopefully she is happy, because as someone who struggles with anxiety, I do know I can portray happiness very easily, but on the inside, I'm just a mess. So I am hoping that she is actually happy and enjoying herself up there. So anyways, I just draw the shapes of the flowers, and then I am going to do the details off camera because I like to have my face and my eyeballs right onto my canvas so I can really see what I'm doing. But here's with all the details. As you can see, I kind of made the plaster look like a big flower or a big leaf, but I am using these Pigma Micron dupes that I found off of Amazon, and I'm using a 01, a 03, and a 08. I like to use 08. That's the thickest one to like make things pop out. If I want them to look like closer or something of that nature, I use 08, and then I'll use 01 for like the super fine details, the thinnest lines, things that I don't really want to pop out. I want to push back but still be seen. That's what the 01 is for, and 05 is for everything else. And that is basically it. I didn't think you guys wanted to see me basically trace everything with a pen. But that's it, you guys. I did add some color in the box with that Tombow dual brush pen. It's a pink one. I can't really even tell you the number because it is like scratched off. Let me see if I can kind of figure it out here. Give me a second. It's either 751 or 761. I'm sorry about that, you guys. But that is basically it for the video. I do like how it came out. Definitely see where I need to work on the improvements, but it is what it is. We'll definitely work on that in future drawings. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to dislike the video. It's whatever, bro. I hope you stay safe and stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.